A scientist recorded the number of eggs in each of 10 birds' nests. What was the standard deviation of the number of eggs in the 10 nests? Statement number 1 tells us that the average, or the mean number of eggs, was 4. So the mean equals 4. Well, the trouble is, we don't know what this means about the distribution. We could have all of them being 4, or we could have most of them being, say, 1 or 2, and then just a couple that had large number of eggs. And because we don't know this distribution, we would have no way to figure out the standard deviation. As a general rule, if you know the mean, that in and of itself gives you zero information about the standard deviation. So this statement by itself is insufficient. Statement number 2 tells us that each nest contains the same number of eggs. Well, that's crucial because whenever you have a list and all elements are the same, well then what that means about the standard deviation equals 0. In other words, if there's no variation on the list, if they don't deviate from each other at all, then the standard deviation is 0. And so it doesn't even matter how many eggs are in the nest, as long as there's the same number in each, the standard deviation is 0. This statement is sufficient to give the actual numerical value of the standard deviation. Now, standard deviation is an unfamiliar concept to you. I would highly recommend checking out Magoosh.com. Magoosh.com has a few hundred videos to prepare you for GMAT math. It also has a few hundred videos on the verbal side, including videos that would explain in great detail everything you would need to know about standard deviation for the GMAT. So here we have statement number 1 insufficient, statement number 2 sufficient, answer choice B.